Hello friends, good morning. This is your friend Bhushan. Let's see what to read in the Hindu newspaper today.
So the first important news is about anti-Naxal operations. Just go through it from the perspective of particularly mains GS3. This news about India semiconductor mission is important, particularly new chip factories being set up in UP. Just go through it from the perspective of prelims, mains as well. On the states page particularly, we have very important news about disqualification of MLAs. Just go through the provisions, constitutional provisions simultaneously from the perspective of prelims and mains. Again, which tragedy you can cite the case study when it comes to GS2 and GS3. You can use such case studies particularly. Then Sikkim celebrating 50 years of statehood. Just go through the history of Sikkim, how it came to be that particular state. Just go through it from the perspective of prelims particularly. On this particular page we have concert economy, so just go through this particular term here, very important from the perspective of prelims, and how Bengal is utilizing that, very important. Then about what former DRDO chief is saying about India's strategic independence is also important. You can cite such statements directly in your answers in defense matters, particularly in GS3. Then on the editorial page we have excellent analysis by Harsh V. Pant of Operation Sindoor, very important. Just go through it from the perspective of defense, particularly GS3, very important. Again, India's Kashmir policy and its analysis is important. Just go through it briefly. Here, very important article about principled criminalization and police reforms, very important from the perspective of GS2 as well as GS3. Just go through it briefly. About urban mobility and its analysis, road safety is important article here. Just go through it as well. From the perspective of data point, this article is again analyzes new government projects and its value, important from the perspective of mains particularly. Genome-edited rice is again important news about why temperatures are rising. Just go through it from the perspective of prelims, particularly mains as well. On this particular page we have new justice CGI being shown in, very important. Just go through constitutional provisions from the perspective of prelims. India going to UN, again important news. About Turkey Azerbaijan here, just go through it from the perspective of mapping, prelims particularly important. Center saying India's weapon system is highly effective. Just go through that analysis, particularly is important from the perspective of defense. Prelims mainly, again the analysis of India's semiconductor mission and under it the new plant is important. 6G patent filing, 5G versus 6G, again important from the perspective of prelims. New PLFS data and how new parameters are being added, again important. Just go through it briefly from the perspective of prelims. And on the world page we have Trump's Middle East trip, very important. Then on the news about Colombia joining Belt and Road Initiative.